It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC West. It's the Cards and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Dortch on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
7 yards, the pickup there. First carry for James Conner.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Arizona.
They'll run here with Conner. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running right on the option is Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. An 8-yard pickup. And the Cardinal first down.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jones. A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Counter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Murray now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, Connor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Stafford now to throw. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. On the return, Dortch. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following the 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. He's to the 10.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. In a game where 1 field goal is all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figure both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gott.
Greg Dortch returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "51 yards on the punt there. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Stafford.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, they
they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. Flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start the drive with counter. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Connor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now Stafford and the Rams down 6-3, a minute 56 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Stafford now to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now Stafford.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Here's Connor. Rumbling past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.